The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
The Republican majority is planting its flag firmly on this myth. The myth is that the United States should, would, and could deport 11 million people, and that it would be a good idea for our economy, our security, and our sense of humanity as a leader among civilized nations of the world to do this. Imagine the consequences of the fantasy. First, let's round up 11 million, roughly the population of Pennsylvania, Ohio, and let's round up their children too. The children who are U.S. citizens. There are about 5 million American citizen children whose parents are undocumented. So we'd have to round them up too. And let's put all those children in foster care. Maybe they'd have relatives who would treat them better than the government. Next, when the hundreds of thousands of homes would suddenly all come at the market at one time, all at once, the U.S. government would cope with massive bankruptcies and cries to bail out the U.S. farmers, whose crops would be rotting in the fields of this nation from coast to coast. Then let's detain and put in jail cells the 11 million that we arrested so that we can get them ready for deportation. That means our immigration court just wouldn't have time for anybody else because it takes decades to process 11 million people in our jail system. We'd have to say, sorry, murderers and rapists, you have to wait your turn for deportation because we want to arbitrarily round up and kick out all the moms and dads who are working at car washes and playing ball with their children. And now the courts are full, so you just have to wait. Oh, and don't forget, we'll have to hire and buy fuel for 55,000 airplanes. Pack them with 200 immigrants at a time and fly them out. And not just across the border to Mexico, but to Ireland and Poland and South Korea and continents all over the world. Let's just consider the impact that would have on the Tea Party and the birthers who oppose everything the president is for.
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.